Howdy all, we are actually back aboard the egg carrier real quickly. I know I ended the last part in Mystic Ruins, but I wanted to come back here because there is one more upgrade I can pick up for Gamma. And this is really the only appropriate time I can really get it. Well, I can get it like after like the next level, just as long as it's like before a point where I have to come here to fight Beta. But remember this room was full of water earlier? It's not now. That makes no sense because now we are in water.
Here's your laser blaster. Yeah. Its blast damages enemies in a wide pattern.
Basically, you've got a wide, you know, you can hit more enemies and stuff. But yeah, it makes no sense. This room was filled with water when the air carrier was in the air, but as soon as it lands in the water, there's no bloody water in the room at all. That makes no sense whatsoever. So let's get out of here, get back to the Mystic Ruins and get back to what we were doing. I could have taken the monorail out, because that's another way you can get outside, but in all honesty, I didn't think about it too much. I just wanted to get out. I never actually mentioned this, but Gamma has an annoying as sin voice in Sonic X. In this game, Gamma's voice just sounds like, you know, it's a deep voice for a robot. But in Sonic X, my word, he has got the most annoying fucking voice in the world. And I mean that. He's literally... Think number 5 from Short Circuit, only a little bit more high-pitched and 10 times more annoying. And then you've got Gamma's voice in Sonic X. I fucking hate Gamma's voice in Sonic X. Didn't suit him at all. But yeah, like I say, if you walk at a certain speed for long enough, you'll mode change into this and move just a teensy bit faster. But anyway, let's go to Red Mountain, which is the next level for Gamma. And Gamma's, like, Red Mountain level takes place entirely on the inside. Pity, because I would have loved to have heard the awesome music for outside of Red Mountain, but never mind, eh? With this upgrade, you can lock onto more enemies and stuff, I think. Other than that, there really isn't, you know, much that makes it spectacular. But I just, like I said, I picked it up because otherwise well, it would be a bit unfair if I didn't, and I picked up all the rest. So if anyone who actually wanted to know where those upgrades are, yeah, that's where it is. There are more upgrades you can pick up in Sonic Adventure 2, and I kind of did a video on that on VG Playthrough, specifying where all the upgrades are. At least that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure there are no other upgrades other than the ones that I showed off. Been playing the game for long enough. But yeah, this level isn't too bad, I suppose. Not too long either. But then again, it's not surprising, none of the Gamma levels are really that long. Okay, so literally just over here is Epsilon. So let's beat him down the same way we did with the other two. Like I say, just manoeuvre around him, lock onto him. You'll find it much quicker and easier just to hold down the button and lock on. And there we go, that's Epsilon defeated. Oh, I'm sorry, rescued.
104 Epsilon. rescue complete. E-103 Delta, E-104 Epsilon, rescue mission accomplished. E-105 Zeta, E-101 Beta, location unknown.
I'd love to know what happened to all the robots in between E-105 Zeta and
Aboard the egg
E123 Omega, because, you know, that's a big jump to make, isn't it? Nonetheless, let's head back to the egg carrier now. Perhaps that would have been an ideal time to pick that power-up up, rather than before tackling Red Mountain. You know, just before going to pick up, you know, going to defeat, I'm sorry, or rescue Zeta. But yeah, for anyone who remotely cares.
Station Square will be departing soon.
Yeah. I picked it up when I did because I couldn't remember what was coming next. So head back over to the egg carrier, where we will be able to find the rest of the robots.
Accessing data. Hot shelter. E-series location confirmed. Unlocking hot shelter sector now.
Okay, so let's go to the hot shelter. And you know what? I'm gonna take the monorail in, because I haven't shown that off yet. Just step on one of these buttons. There's the monorail. We hop on board. I'm pretty sure you have to get on it with Big at some point in Big Story, but I was showing it off now with Gamma. It takes you straight inside. I love how you just drop out of the air. Nonetheless, let's go to hot shelter. I think, if I remember rightly, Gamma's hot shelter level is also quite long. And that can pose a problem given that Gamma's got a time limit. So, like I say, me having this upgrade is going to be very beneficial, because that's going to really help speed things along. Well, not necessarily speed things along, just make sure that I get more time, really. And no, I am not climbing the ladder, because Gamma is the slowest climber of the bunch. I don't know if you saw if anyone noticed when I was climbing the ladder after getting back from the egg carrier the first time round. My word, does this guy climb so slow. Luckily you don't need to jump over to the switch with Gamma, because you can just fire at the switch by locking onto it, which is awesome. And Gamma heads in a completely different direction than what Amy did. It's funny, I didn't remember ever seeing Zeta. Did I? Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? Oh, whatever. I don't care. You think I care about any of these robots? They're just there. They're just there. They don't mean anything. Glide over. Blow this up. I'll kill you, just for time. This is obviously where I can lose a little bit of time, because you've got to hit the switch, and then you've got to wait for this pincer-like device to pick you up and move you over. So, especially here, because you've got to make sure you get there right on time. And then you get put on a train! Yay! Trains are awesome! Yay! I'm actually not doing too badly for time. I have struggled with this level before, believe it or not. And yes, I say that as someone who really thinks Sonic Adventure is an easy game. Ah, shit! Yeah, I don't really want to fall off the train, thank you very much, Gamma. I do want to keep moving. I don't have time to fight a lot of you. Well, actually, yes, I do, because you give me time by me fighting you, but I would rather not fight you because... oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, the two trains tend to move kind of sporadically a little bit. But we're practically there now. Ah, for fuck's sake. And now we're there. Right, so we're nearly there now. This level's not that long. I think it's the longest of Gamma's levels, but still not that long at all. Let's go. Let's go and fight Zeta, because we're here now. Look at it! My word. This is easy to beat. You just kind of move around it and hit the bits on it. And oh my god, this is a piss take of how easy it is. And yet I'm still losing rings. And I fucking died to Zeta! Wow. I will never get over the shame. Zeta is so easy to beat. Oh my god. Yeah. Like I say, hold down the bottom. Don't worry about aiming at the missiles because, yeah, you're going to do that automatically whether you want to or not. Oh, for fuck's sake, pick up the rings, kill the fucking missiles. Oh, for fuck's sake, I died again. I'm ashamed. I am well and truly ashamed. This is Zeta. He's so easy to beat. Why am I dying? What? For fuck's sake, Gamma, keep hold of your rings. And I think the best thing to do with this is to move around with the fucking... instead of against it. Gonna move so much faster as well doing it like this. So yeah, don't do it the way I was doing it, which is basically going against the tide almost. There we go. Can't believe I died to this. But then again, that's my own fault for trying to go against the tides instead of moving with the damn tide, but...
E105 Zeta.
Whatever. I learnt my lesson. And you guys can get a good kick out of laughing at me. Or something. I don't care. I really don't care. So, there's only one more to take on. And that, my friends, would be Beta. Let's go and fight him. No, we're not going to the room we found Beta in originally. Because he's no longer there.
E-105 Zeta rescue complete. Units remaining. Gamma.
So obviously Gamma recognises that it's also an animal got an animal trapped inside of its own body. But we got to take Beta on first. So let's do that. Let's take Beta on. Go across here. Basically, the old idea is to coax him to lunge forward and then you can shoot him from behind. He is a lot tougher than what he was last time. Last time, you could beat this guy in your sleep. Practically, he was that easy. But now, he's a lot tougher. Oh, for fuck's sake, pick up some rings, you stupid robot. Look, so just keep running away from the missiles, it's easier. He will take a lunge at you every now and then. Just dodge out of the way, lock onto him and shoot. He is not hard to beat, but I will say that he is slightly harder than, well, a lot harder than Zero, Egg Walker, or, yeah, maybe even to a degree, Chaos, yeah. No, not even to a degree, it's harder than Chaos 6 with Knuckles. I don't know if I would class it as harder than Egg Viper. I still think Egg Viper was slightly harder. Oh, for fuck's sake, I missed it because of those missiles. That's why sometimes it's best just to let them chase you. They're annoying as sin, but... God damn it. Just avoid all these shots. The last one being the biggest. It's clear to see that Beta's nearly beaten because he's... And there we go. He is beaten now. It's clear to see when he's nearly beaten because he comes out like over in electric sparks and stuff. Nonetheless, we've beaten him.
Mission complete.
Beta is destroyed. So, Gamma takes obviously a devastating blow from Beta. Beta dies and releases one of the Flicky Birds. That's actually a friend, one of them, Amy's Flicky Bird's family members. And will you believe the other one is in Gamma? That's why I did Gamma's story next, after Amy's instead of Big's, because it all kind of ties together quite nicely. Even though this one kind of has a bittersweet ending almost. Because Gamma dies, well, technically it doesn't die, it's just that he's no longer a robot. The robot shell is destroyed and the animal inside is released. That's what I mean by bittersweet. I know some people have cried at this ending. But I don't know, I didn't find it that sad, I'm sorry, but I really didn't. Like I said, it is bittersweet. You know, there's good coming out of the ending, but there's also bad. You know, Gamma, as a robot, dies, but the animal inside is free, so, yeah. It's a beautiful cutscene, I'll give it that. Even if it's a little bit marred with you know, the graphics and all that, with Dreamcast graphics, and yeah, it's not the prettiest thing to look at, but whatever, who cares? Also, I'd like to note that Gamma's theme is the only one that doesn't have, like, that isn't like a proper song with lyrics and stuff. Not to the same degree that the others are. But yeah, I enjoyed Gamma's gameplay and stuff a lot more than I enjoy Amy's, and a hell of a lot more than I enjoy Big's, which I'm going to get to next. Gamma's a lot of fun to play, if you can get past, obviously, like things like this with the pool where I couldn't land even though I wasn't anywhere near the water. But yeah, I thought Gamma's gameplay was really fun. I thought it was really enjoyable, and well, I certainly don't have an issue with the fact that they brought this style of gameplay back in Adventure 2. It's just the fact that they had to make Tails limited to that gameplay style and didn't have him fly around and stuff like he did in this game. I'll save that for Adventure 2. Gamma does sort of make a reappearance, but I don't believe it's the same Gamma. In fact, I'm pretty darn sure it isn't the same Gamma. But he technically appears in Sonic Battle as a playable character and a character you can fight against. However, it's not the same Gamma as this Gamma here. It is clearly Eggman's robot and has a very different attitude to it. When I say it's very clearly Eggman's robot, it obeys him. And, you know, it doesn't turn its back on Eggman like the way this Gamma did. But I really like the music for Gamma's theme. I think it's kind of cool. I never mentioned what I thought of Amy's theme either. But Amy's theme is annoying, so probably better to try not to think about it. I don't like the whole bubblegum kind of music, personally. I think it's, yeah, not my thing. But I do like this. I think this is good. This is definitely good music. So after completing Gamma's story, we get the joyous task, and I say that sarcastically, before, you know, just in case some people did miss that was me being sarcastic. We get the glorious task of playing through Big's story. God, why? Why? Now, I want to get this clear. I like Big as a character. I just don't fucking like his gameplay in this game. It's not the worst thing I've ever played. It's just, I'm not a fan. But I'll get to it when I get to it. Like I say, I really wanted to get Amy and Gamma out of the way before anything else. And because obviously Froggy featured in this story, that's more of a nicer segue into Big's story, I think, rather than going from Amy's story to Big's story and then to Gamma's story afterwards. Even if it does have a bittersweet ending. I don't know. I like to play as Big last, and not just because I don't really go much on his gameplay, but just, like I say, it segues nicer. Because you've got, you know, the birds and where, you know, kind of clearing everything up about where the rest of the birds were all the time. And then you've got, in Gamma's story, Froggy also appears. And so this kind of provides a nice explanation as to why Eggman wants Froggy in the next part, in which we'll be tackling Big's playthrough, well, Big's story in the game. And then we'll finally get to move on to the last story and finally finish with this game. I don't know about you, but I'm quite looking forward to moving on. I love this game and all, but I'd quite like to move on and get some of my other playthroughs up. And not to mention I've got some stuff going on with Lewis as well, my brother. I've got some playthroughs from that game that we just recently did, Tomb Raider Anniversary, to upload as well. So I'll kind of, yeah. If I get this one done, then I've got more time to focus on getting the other one uploaded. So yeah. But Gamma's story comes to an end. Sadly, he dies, but the animal inside is free and reunited with its family. So yeah, it's not a totally sad ending. We just do get to see the birds together outside Windy Valley by the looks of it. And I think, while I've still got a little bit of extra time, I may go and pick up an extra emblem. Okay, so basically, now I'm on the egg carrier real quick with Sonic. We want to revert the shape of the ship again. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can, even though you're in the water. It makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Okay. So what you want to do is, yeah, reset the shape of the ship so that you basically struggle to get to where you fucking want to go. Jump on the monorail. I actually had no idea I'd be able to show this off of Sonic, but okay. Hop inside. And you should be not far from where you need to be. In fact, you should be right where you need to be. God, the camera. So now we should be able to fire the cannons to where I want to go. There's only like so many cannons though. And you'll actually be shot a lot further than what you did if you don't swap the ship around. You'll be shot a lot. You won't be shot as far. So you wanna, I think you wanna jump in this cannon. Yeah, hop in this cannon. And there's an emblem. Don't get knocked down, Sonic. There you go. That's another emblem. You can also flip the switch with Tails, and then you'll find another emblem up here, but I think you need to be Tails to get that one. As for any other emblems, I'm not sure at the moment. I'll get back to that when I can. Like I say, I'm only showing off the Adventure Field emblems because some of them are quite easy to miss. So, see you guys in the next part where we'll take on Big the Cat story. Oh god. See you then.